Bofurin. Bofurin is a gang formed by Furin High School students to protect the town of Makochi. They started as troublemakers but turned things around, protecting Makochi from gangs and violent outsiders. Now, they're all about justice, loyalty, and strength. But don't get them wrong because they still keep that tough, street-level vibe. Basically, they're problem kids who became vigilantes. 2 years before the story begins, the locals started calling them Bofurin as a way to show appreciation. It translates to windbreak in Japanese, which fits them perfectly. Calm until someone crosses the line. The gang has quite a complex structure, starting with their leader, Hajime Umemiya. He's the alpha in both position and vibes. Under him are the 4 heavenly kings, namely Toma Hiragi, Tasuku Tsubakino, Takumi Momose, and Saku Mizuki. Each of them serves as the captain of one of the gang's 4 units, Taman, Jikoku, Zojo, and Komoku, and they are supported by 2 vice captains per unit. Under Bofurin's Taman unit is the story's MC, Haruka Sakura. When it comes to their style, well, let's just say they look like your average Japanese high school delinquents. Why? It's because their school uniform is also their gang's drip. Nothing says loyalty like throwing hands in matching outfits. The logo shows a windbreaker with Bofurin written in katakana. They are the heart of Windbreaker's message. Protect your own, fight for what's right, and never back down when it counts. Words that are truly rightful and fitting for Makochi's delinquent guardians. Shishitoren, one of the most dangerous gangs in Windbreaker. Shishitoren is under the leadership of Choji Tomiyama. This gang has a very cool and stylish drip. Their bright orange varsity-style jackets are emblazoned with traditional Japanese lion heads, perfect for their flashy and dominating attitude. Shishitoren has a very simple structure. The leader, Choji Tomiyama, is their cute but deadly captain who is directly in command of the group. The vice leader, Jo Togami, serves as second in command to Tomiyama, while the rest of the crew is made up of loyal members. In battle, Shishitoren isn't motivated by territory. Rather, they seek strength, which often puts them in conflict with other gangs. The best example of that is their brutal brawl against Bofurin. So, while out on patrol, Sakura, with other Bofurin members, spotted 3 Shishitoren members chasing someone at the train crossing between the territories, and they stepped in to protect the victim, which brought out Togame. After reporting the incident to Umemiya, Tomiyama showed up at Bofurin, challenging him to a one-on-one fight, but they ended up agreeing to 5 one-on-one brawls at Shishitoren's base. Unfortunately for them, Bofurin emerged victorious, but this did not end their rivalry, proving that Shishitoren, like their lion symbol, has an indomitable spirit. Noroshi. Noroshi is a ruthless gang founded by Yamato Endo, and they're out to challenge everything Bofurin stands for. Unlike Bofurin, which is all about protection and ideals, Noroshi is all about power, hierarchy, and making a statement, which makes them a tough rival. With the start of the Noroshi War, this gang shows up as a cold, overwhelming force, determined to bring Furin High back to a time when the strongest ruled. Yamato Endo, Noroshi's founder, came to Furin High with Hajime Umemiya, but while Umemiya was all about unity and protection, Endo met Chika Takeishi, whom he revered as his god. With their obsession about violence and competition, they gathered a small crew of battle-hungry warriors who never backed down. Though you may hate their behavior, we can't deny that they look so cool. From Endo's tattoos to the members' stylish outfits, they're definitely aura farming. Upon their introduction, they did nothing but wreak havoc, fighting against Bofurin's allies. In the Noroshi arc, things heat up as Noroshi goes head-to-head with Furin High. Led by Takeishi, the gang is all about strength and dominance, but their battles with Furin push them to question their way of thinking. By the end, Noroshi is defeated, and some members begin to realize that power alone isn't the answer. Roppo-Ichiza, formed by people from the Red Light District, Roppo-Ichiza is Windbreaker's quiet but deadly gang. They don't show off or make noise, but they get the job done with discipline and precision. Known for their tactical approach, Roppo-Ichiza values teamwork and efficiency. handling everything from bodyguard work to mediating and cleaning the streets at dawn. Their look matches their no-nonsense attitude. Dressed in simple, practical outfits, they blend into the city without drawing attention. Their style says, "We're here to work, not to show off." Roppo-Ichiza operates like a well-oiled machine, with each member playing their part, whether escorting customers or helping out in stores. Their uniform is basic but functional, focusing on action over appearance. Kanji Nakamura, the chairman, brings a calm, commanding presence to the gang. His philosophy is reflected in the words, "It doesn't matter if we don't win." Roppo-Ichiza's job is to ensure that people can entertain and be entertained without fear. As long as we can keep doing that, then winning or losing, it doesn't matter. His leadership keeps Roppo-Ichiza focused and united, protecting the streets of Keisei. Along with Akihito Miyoshi, Shogo Hidaka, and Ritsu Otowa, Nakamura leads a disciplined crew that doesn't make noise but always delivers when it counts. Roppo-Ichiza might not be the loudest, but their quiet efficiency and loyalty make them a force to reckon with. When things get tough, they're the ones you want in your corner, proving that actions speak louder than words. Gravel. Gravel is a gang of young, impoverished boys from the Tsunaba district who came together to survive. What started as a small crew has grown by relying on strength in numbers, taking on various jobs to make it in their tough world. With a wild, unpredictable crew, they often show up at just the right moment to throw a wrench into other groups and battles. Instead of uniforms, Gravel's members wear casual clothes, usually tying a light-colored cloth around their heads, necks, or arms to mark their unity. Their relaxed look stands in sharp contrast to their explosive fighting style, where they rely on raw power. With their strength in numbers, they're dangerous, but it also makes them unpredictable. They don't follow strategy, they just charge in, using their instincts to overwhelm their targets. Shuhei Suzuri, the leader, has earned the loyalty and respect of his crew. What began as a small group of 3 grew fast, and Suzuri's leadership kept them together, even through hard times like food shortages. His men are loyal to him, showing concern for his well-being while trusting his guidance. Suzuri was able to convince them to turn away from pure violence and take an offer to work for the local community, ensuring their survival and future. Though they're not as disciplined as other groups, Gravel's unpredictability gives them a dangerous edge. Their chaotic style, combined with Suzuri's leadership, has earned them a spot in the larger conflicts going on in Makochi. KEEL. KEEL is a mysterious delinquent gang known for their white hoods and brutal fighting style, using blunt weapons like rods, bats, and steel pipes. The gang sports cyberpunk-inspired jackets with white hoods, making them an intimidating sight on the streets. Founded by the elusive Shingo Natori, KEEL's past is a total mystery. Natori refuses to reveal the gang's origin, even when asked by Bofurin's Renkaji, keeping everyone guessing. Despite being new, KEEL quickly gained followers with their intimidating tactics. Natori's calm but commanding presence keeps everyone in line, creating a mix of fear and respect. Under him are the 5 VIPs, Takeru Kongo, Shu Kirishima, Taishi Mogami, Renji Kaga, and Hansuki Tone, who are not only the gang's top fighters, but also its enforcers. KEEL runs with strict rules, using violence and fear to maintain control. Recruits are forced to gather money by any means, with failure often resulting in brutal punishment. Despite their fearsome tactics, KEEL operates like a well-oiled machine, executing plans with chilling precision. Their true goal is still unclear, but their influence is growing fast. As the story goes on, KEEL could easily become one of the biggest threats to the peace of Makochi. With their cryptic motives and violent methods, KEEL is a gang that thrives on fear and power. They're in the shadows for now, but don't underestimate them. They could rise to be the biggest threat in the final arcs. Before you consider joining any of these gangs, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.